Guys, I'm here to teach you guys how to do the Die from Scratch program. And so I'm going to click on Learn, and then I'm going to click on Lessons, and then I'm going to slide down, See All Lessons, and then I'm going to slide down and search for the Die from Scratch. And here it is, Die from Scratch. And we're going to click on that. Okay, and then once I've done that, I am going to start the lesson. Now this may be broken into 2 videos, so be sure that you guys watch both videos to understand how to start and also end the final project. So the first thing it says on here is we are going to be creating the die from scratch. So you're going to begin, okay, by finding the blank die shape in the Shapes panel. So I'm going to slide down and we're going to look for the blank die shape. Searching through, and there it is. So you're going to grab and drag it out so it's right on top of the orange template. Okay? And once I've finished that, I am going to hit next. All right, so now I'm going to locate the work plane tool at the top of the Shapes panel. So you'll notice that there's a couple different tools up here. I'm going to choose the work plane, and I'm going to click and drag a new work plane to the top of the surface. You'll notice once I find the surface, I'm going to click, and now I have a new work plane right on top of it. And you'll notice there's a little gap in between the two. I'm going to hit next. Okay, great job. You can see that there's new. You're going to locate the number 1 in the Shapes panel. So I'm going to scroll through here and I'm going to find where the numbers are. Oh, text. And I'm going to type in the number 1, highlight and type in the number 1, and you can shrink it down to meet the size that you want. I'm probably going to change the size. It doesn't really give you a specific size, so we're going to play around with it so we have a good idea how big it is. Okay, so you can see that. I can also grab the corner and drag it. So I can drag it, and if you hold shift, it actually stays like perfect. Okay, so that's how you do the number. I'm going to click off of it and then click and drag it to the center. You notice I have a different font. You can go in here and change your font to whatever you want. You want to match something specifically. There you go. I matched it specifically. Feel free to zoom in a little bit so you can really see what we're making here. Okay. Notice as I also look at this, it's a little wider. Trying to make it match my little design as much as I can. So that looks pretty good. If you want to look at right head on, you just click on the top. You'll notice it rotates. Okay, once again, it's not 100% perfect. That's totally fine. I'm just looking at getting the number 1 on top of there. I'm going to hit next. Okay, so it's sitting on a flat surface, and we're going to cut this away. So we want to make this into a hole. All right, and I'm actually going to drag this so I can see it happening. Did it look like it's created that hole yet? Not quite. So I'm going to click this arrow on the top, and I can actually drag it into it. And you'll notice that now it is cut into it. So I'm going to stop here for a second, and we're going to move on to the next video.